That's a great question. We ask ourselves that every night, and we rarely know the answer.
It's Tuesday. I know that.
It's Tuesday in Columbus, Ohio.
It's not too cold yet.
It's our first Tuesday ever in Columbus.
What month are we in? It's almost Halloween.
It's October 29th.
Are you going to dress up for Halloween?
No.
Why not?
What do you mean, why not? You have to ask why. You have to ask why of the people that are. The default is not dressing up. Those people don't have to justify themselves.
I don't think that's true.
The burden of proof is on the people who decide to dress up in ridiculous costumes.
I think at a certain point, most everybody dresses up for Halloween, and thus that is the default, and then eventually they decide that they're no longer going to dress up.
That's what I've decided.
But did you make that decision this year, or when you were 16?
I don't actually think I ever dressed up for Halloween.
Really?
I did a couple times when I was a little kid because my parents did it.
Both of those parts explain why you're such a miserable person.
What are you going to dress up as for Halloween?
Nothing. I'm a 31-year-old man. You don't get dressed up for Halloween.
Amen. What would you do?
Batman with long hair.
Green Lantern.
Sure, I'll be Green Lantern. I don't know who that is.
Better.
There's a light that's shining now, and a calm wind in the pine. For the fate of a fearsome travesty seems to have forgotten me. Seems to have forgotten me. If it hasn't learned by now where I've hid so very long, I'll come safely out into the silence found in the wake of its passing on. In the wake of its passing on. A Spartan smile and westward stare hold a promise in the air. That's the way they used to find their own way home, by the stars on their own. By the stars on their own. While I pray for a promised land to replace all I have made, darkness steals the light I bear, and the hope of a lifetime fades. The hope of a lifetime fades. Of quiet peace I found. Freedom comes from being unafraid of the heartache that can plague a man. The heartache that can plague a man. A Spartan smile and westward stare hold a promise in the air. That's the way they used to find their own way home, by the stars on their own, by the stars on their own.
since we last saw you, we put out a new album. It's called The Ash and Clay. There's a song, thank you. There's a song on the album, which is the eponymous song. That means it has the same name as the album. It's The Ash and Clay, but in the song title and the album title, we've used an ampersand as opposed to the word and, spelled out for the sake of brevity, but also for other reasons.
Swing sets are empty, like dirt turned the dark of the night. The center of this town, it used to whirl in the glow of twilight. And it might look like God's away with all the trouble these days. We'll come home before the girls are grown. We're coming home tonight. What have we done to run this country into such a sight? Stolen from our brothers like we couldn't find a fair enough fight. You wait on promise, you will say, won't forsake the ash and clay. Let's come home before the girls are grown. Let's come home to fight. I know we want what's best for us. I know it has to come at a price. I also know the trouble that you find when you stop being nice. You look around you one day, what you once knew didn't stay. Let's come home before the girls are grown. Let's come home tonight. Have you ever asked a man to take your place at the head of the table? You could shed away your shame if in the end you found you simply weren't able. You might find out you could stay on the ash and on the clay. Come on home before the girls are grown. Come on home tonight. Come on home before the girls are grown. Come on home to fight.
Thank you very much. There's another song on our album, The Ash Ampersand Clay, which is called Honey, Honey. And then, thank you. I wonder if you've noticed that in the song title for this song, there's a comma between each instance of the word honey. Honey, comma, honey. Kenneth wrote the song, Kenneth titled the song, and when I first saw the song title written, I, like anybody would, I read it, honey, honey. Sort of a deliberate pause as implied by commas, very commonly.
do. Oh. Honey, won't you please sing another song? Honey, won't you please be gone? Your sentimental shakedown rattles through my bones. Honey, won't you, honey, please move your honey on? Mama, won't you take another turn? Mama, when you gonna learn that trouble comes to everyone who dares to be a muse? Mama, won't you, mama, please spare your mama's blues. What you don't know never will hurt you. Don't you know that I used to pray like all the others on what you never will. Honey, won't you, honey, please hold that honey still. Sister, won't you show mercy for my deeds? Sister, won't you hear my pleas? Virtue takes a lover, in vice God only knows. Sister, won't you, sister, please let your sister go. Honey, won't you listen to my song? Honey, won't you please be strong? You may not see the ending, but the story's not so long. Honey, won't you, honey, please shake your honey, hun. What you don't know never will hurt you. Don't you know that I used to pray like all the others on what you never will. Honey, won't you, honey, please hold that honey still. Honey, won't you, honey, please hold that honey still. Honey, won't you, honey, please hold that honey still.
Well, like Kenneth said, we've done about 80 shows since our album came out. It's been a long year for us. It's starting to show. We can't do all the things that we used to do at the beginning of the process. We can't reliably stand in the back seat of the van and reach into the very furthest rear bench of the van for a cookie without tearing a ligament in our leg. I can, actually. Kenneth can't. Some of our songs are about coming of age, meditations on coming of age, except it seems more appropriate now that we refer to them just as aging songs. It used to only apply to us psychologically.
Gone by start to show. I still wait for the door to close. When you go, I don't know myself anymore. Might have been, you'll never know. Time's a thief and stole the show. over my shoulder. Without you, I'll never hold young hearts grown old. I don't know myself anymore.
Thank you. Kenneth is going to sing you this next song that he's written for the daughter that he's having. Her name will be Charlie. She'll be named after this song that he wrote for her. A song which espouses Kenneth's child-rearing philosophy, Kenneth's hopes and dreams for what he'll be like as a father, for what his daughter will be like as a daughter, for what their relationship between them will be.
Wow.
I don't know where he gets off writing a song about a parenting philosophy. He's never been a parent before. But I suppose we'll see how she turns out. Keep in mind about Charlie, while she does have a song written for her and a name assigned to her, she doesn't yet have a specific due date or even a mother. We've been playing this song for a couple years now. I maintain that it's irrelevant.
Charlie, I'll make a deal with you, after which you can do anything you want to. I know I've got the leg up, as you're still only made up, but baby, you know I wrote this song for you. Don't go kissing boys, don't make a lot of noise, Let daddy sing his songs, just be real good. Treat your teachers nice and find a healthy appetite for what you really, really want to do. And if in fact you're married, before the day I'm buried, follow just my one and only rule. In everything you do, just remember through and through, be my best friend, baby, I'll be one for you. Oh, Charlie, you'll be strong. Charlie, you'll be smart. Charlie, you'll be anything you want to from the start. Charlie, oh my baby, you'll be every bit the lady that'll go on breaking this so lonely heart. I know just how you'll be, 'cause you'll be just like me, charming, so alarming, and a little crazy. The queen of some sand castle, unabrasive, rowdy hassle, but kind and loving, fresh and bright, I know. Come to me with problems, I swear I won't go try and solve them. I'll only tell you everything I know. Like standing tall was all I had, like boys are bad, and love's a fad that no one ever learns to just let go. Oh, Charlie, you'll be strong. Charlie, you'll be smart. Charlie, you'll be anything you want to from the start. Charlie, oh my baby, you'll be every bit the lady that'll go on breaking this so lonely heart. Now Charlie, there's just one little thing. Before we meet some lovely spring, I have to go and find you a nice mama. She'll be just like me and you, oh, perfect in just what we do. A love as strong as father and his daughter. Charlie, you'll be strong, and Charlie, you'll be smart. Charlie, you'll be anything you want to from the start. Charlie, oh my baby, you'll be every bit the lady that'll go on breaking this so lonely heart. Oh, my darling Charlie. Oh. Thank you.
Someone hurt you many years ago. Did someone desert you when you needed them the most? And the pain stayed with you everywhere you'd go. And it's been so long now, but you just can't seem to let it go. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to tell it you don't need it anymore. Did you lose someone that you loved? Did they move far off, or do you picture them above?
emptiness inside you, and it's worse when you're alone. And it feels so heavy now, like you're carrying the weight of a stone. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to tell it you won't carry it anymore. Cause we ain't got a long time, and there's a lot to do. But first you gotta decide to leave some things behind. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to leave your chains behind. Did you ever love someone so much that you can't explain? When you're with them, it's like thunder, it keeps rolling through your brain. Maybe you had someone before, but this one is not the same. You could feel it in the depths of your soul, but you still can't bring yourself to say it. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time for me to tell you I can't be without you anymore.
We're going to do something a little different now. For the past 2.5 years, I've been operating under the directive that Kenneth issued on the day that we formed our band, which was, Joey, you've got to become a better guitar player. And I have. I've been practicing. I sit in my room at least 10 minutes a day, just drilling. Finger picking, whatever else, mostly just finger picking. And it's come to the point where I've requested my moment during our set, my one moment, where I can step out from my very comfortable role of second fiddle to featured guitar player. So this is the song where I will show off. I'm going to need your attention on this side of the stage. I need your eyes focused right here. Watch my hands and fingers as they fly across the fretboard. I usually start it off and then Kenneth wants me to speed it up. The song is called Girls Gather Round. It's one of Kenneth's. Kenneth wrote it, as far as I can tell, about girls and his desire to have them gather around him.
That's an incredibly limited reading of the text there, Joe.
I admit I've never really paid attention to the lyrics other than the title. And I encourage you not to either. Seriously, I mean, if you try and dig too deep into the lyrics, who knows what you'll find. And anyway, I'm going to need your eyes and ears and attention over here. All eyes on me. I got plenty more where that came from.
Don't you let the lessons stop. Time ain't just hands on a clock. That's what I'm gonna tell Pop when I leave. It's a vision on the lonely road. It's something that I've gotta know if I could drive this car on my own. I guess I'll leave my girl behind. I should have done that long ago. Sometime I'm sure the pain will go away. It wasn't working anyhow. The burners on the stove burn out. A shame I didn't figure it out before. Girls gather round and let that long hair down. Sing along with me before I go. Let us have a drinking by God. Don't let us think about the things that we ain't never gonna know. I met a man in San Francisco. He told me he did the same thing 50 years ago. He left his girl behind. Now he sits there in the park, one hand he's strumming his guitar, songs he found inside a bottle of wine. I saw the same things on his face, the ones that made me race away from everything I'd ever really known. The scare to take responsibility from here and put her there where everyone can see the seeds you've sown. Girls gather round and let that long hair down. Sing along with me before I go. Now let us have a drinking by God. Don't let us think about the things that we ain't never gonna know.
Here's my solo.
Girls gather round and let that long hair down. Sing along with me before I go.
Thank you very much.
Now let us have a drinking by God. Don't let us think about the things that we ain't never gonna know. If you think about the creature that you might have thought would teach you that our hearts, they're just the thing right from the start. It would keep us from the worries, safe from sound and safe from fury, safe at home besides the ones we know we love. And if you told me from the start that I could never be apart from her, I'd tell you, go to hell, get out of my way. Now I've come back with my tail between my legs. I didn't know the way a man can't be a man all on his own. Girls gather round and let that long hair down. I sing a song I learned out on the road. Let us have a drink, but still, by God, don't let us think about the things that we ain't never gonna know. The sun is going down on this lonesome town, but I've got you here to keep my company. Did you ever have the feeling that we're living for a reason? For that reason I won't ever let you go. Did you ever have the feeling that we're living for a reason? For that reason I won't ever let you go. For that reason I won't ever let you go. For that reason I won't ever let you go. For that reason I won't ever let you go. The clouds move over Pontiac skies. Their silent thunder matches mine. And I know this feeling from long ago. I wondered, was it gone? Now I know. So when she calls, don't send her my way. When it hurts, you'll know it's the right thing. Michigan's in the view now. Keep your hands where I could see 'em. You took the words right out of my mouth when you knew that I would need 'em. What am I supposed to do now without you? Without you. It's unannounced like you'd expected among broke down brake lines and Motown records. And all that's left is a blind reflection. But you know what's coming and you regret it. So when she calls, don't send her my way. When it hurts most, it's the right thing. Michigan's in the view now. Keep your hands where I could see 'em. You took the words right out of my mouth when you knew that I would need 'em. What am I supposed to do now without you? Without you. Michigan's in the view now. Keep your hands where I could see 'em. You took the words right out of my mouth when you knew that I would need 'em. What am I supposed to do now without you? Without you.
I'd like to give a little bit of history about the album, at least the typographical history of the title. We announced once on stage in New York City that we were excited that we had used an ampersand in the album title because it was our first time using a symbol in an album title of ours. And 75% of the people at our shows are English majors. So, see? So some asshole in the front yelled out, "It's not a symbol, it's a ligature." We were kind of, we're always excited to learn something new and yet always a little embarrassed that we didn't know it before. So we went home to check up on the information that had been imparted to us from the darkness. And I found out that, in fact, the ampersand is a ligature. A ligature, of course, is a typographical symbol. It comes from the combining of two letters. Like in encyclopedic, when you write it with the A and E written together, encyclopedic. that A and E together is a ligature. Also, Oedipal, if you were to write the O and the E together, like Oedipal. That's a ligature. And it turns out the ampersand was originally a ligature of the letters E and T, which make the Latin word et for and. And it morphed into various other forms and finally arrived at the one that we commonly use today. But it is, in fact, a ligature, or at least its origins are there. But it's also a symbol. So we were not wrong, Kenneth.
That's good to know.
Anyway, more interesting than the typographical history of the ampersand is the etymology of the word ampersand itself.
So much more fascinating.
The word ampersand comes from a time long ago when the symbol, the ampersand, the ligature, whatever you want to call it, was considered to be one of the letters of the alphabet. As a matter of fact, the 27th letter of the alphabet came after Z, and it was the letter and. And was a letter. And, written as ampersand. And in those days, when you would recite the alphabet, when you came to a letter that was in itself a word, like A or I, which are, can be a letter, but also the letter by itself is also a word. When you recite the alphabet and you come to one of those letters, you have to say the words per se before the letter to indicate that you're referring to the letter and not the word. So you would recite the alphabet and you would say per se A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, per se I, etc. And when you got to the end, you would say X, Y, Z, and per se, and, which was, of course, shortened to ampersand.
I think it's a load of bull. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
It has been vetted by the scrupulous editors at Wikipedia. Nothing gets by them.
By the way, is anybody here a notary public? And do you have your book and your stamp and stuff? No? I'm glad you said no. That's very helpful. To be honest, I was looking for a yes, but that was good. So no, there's no yeses to that, huh?
It's not like they would hold back. They're down to make $12. I was supposed to schedule a notary to come to help Kenneth. He needs something notarized. and I didn't. And we thought that surely there would be a notary in the audience. And there are, but you guys are not responsible notaries.
You think there are? Are there any
There are
notary publics
notaries.
here that don't have their book and their
Yes.
stamp? Oh, shit.
Why would she say no? I don't have my stamp, and I'm not even a notary.
So, how far away is your book and your stamp? That's 10 minutes? You don't want to miss the show, but right after, I think you should. You're going to go get it and bring it back? That would be so cool. What's your name? Just. Lucy, okay.
What's the fee?
All right. We'll move on. Lucy, I'm dead serious. Please come see us after the show. Actually, now that we'll bring pizza. Now that I think about it, we need to.
Nobody said anything about pizza.
Okay. All right. We're sorry for all of this. Were you done with your story?
I bowed and everything, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Swing low, for to carry me home in fire, the skies of red. My breath's gone cold, a kiss from the cold, a blanket of snow overhead. Slow, holy roller, it's just rock and roll. Hold your tears where they've hung all these years, down from the heavens above. Oh, snake eyes, you had better disguise all that appears of thee. Pray for love from the heavens above, laid in the ashes below. 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 Go ahead, stomp your feet on them floorboards. Clap your hands if that's really what you came here for. Hang a prayer for luck over the door. They promised me heaven, I was hoping for something more. Stomp the drum, good and loud, shake them walls down. Scream and holler, jump about, all together now. Ain't nothing like a lie together round. They promised me heaven, I was hoping for so much more. Heaven, are we wasted? Heaven, have we been out long? Heaven, are you waiting? Heaven, this is going wrong. Pour me up another, this is gonna hurt. Should have known it all along. Heaven better shake it, heaven better make it strong. Go to hell, stomp your feet on them floorboards. Step in time, count 'em in, just to be real sure. This ain't a revolution anymore. They promised me heaven, I was hoping for something more. Heaven, are we wasted? Heaven, have we been out long? Heaven, are you waiting? Heaven, this is going wrong. Pull me up another, this is gonna hurt. Should've known it all along. Heaven better shake it, heaven better make it strong. Heaven better shake it, heaven better make it strong. I get 8 ways stealing romance from those who have left it behind. I'll be the step in your slow dance this time. Why feel foolish? We're smiling. A grade school romance with wine. I'll be the tick-tock in your wristwatch. Be mine. Hey, break in the rain, that's real. Nothing's the same and still like home, like falling apart. dark under rain clouds, a shot in the dark for a kiss, a heart to restore to an old life to miss. I get away stealing romance. I've come by it fairly, it's true. There's grace and a smile and a slow dance. And you. Did you ever think the earth would shake for me once more? I wanna see the sky light up over this city left for poor. Everybody's screaming and no one here can ask what for. And I just can't shake this feeling that we're out of luck and nothing more. A pound of dust, a holy war, a photograph. I begged and I swore, but I still want a little more. Run the luck out of this town, a bucking crown, ain't no disguise. I'm left to stop the bleeding with a hope to realize. My misery is teeming, my heart could be stealing yours. And I just can't shake this feeling that we're out of luck and nothing more. A pound of dust, a holy war, a photograph. I begged and I swore, but I still want a little more. Just can't shake this feeling that we're out of luck and nothing more. A pound of dust, a holy war, a photograph. I begged and I swore, but I still want a little more. It's okay to tear the pictures from the frames that hold them still. Rattle all the cages, gather enemies on Capitol Hill. Yell at the sky, some kind of ideal bill. And I just can't shake this feeling that we're out of luck and nothing more. A pound of dust, a holy war, a photograph. I begged and I swore, but I still want a little more. I still want a little more.
Thank you very much, Columbus. down. You're wasting time standing up. Hey, on, two, one.
You said it just right. I never stayed long enough to fight. I just run away, and it's you, my love. It's you I'm running from. You were mistaken. You are to blame. Lately I've taken to getting my own way. Yes, it's you, my love. It's you I'm running from. I'll be in New York. Send for me when you want more. I'll be in New York without you like before. I'm never lonely, off making trails, past on the only woman dressed in veil. Oh, it's you, my love. It's you I'm running from. When your bed's empty, will I appear in dreams you so badly wish could draw me near? Though it's you, my love, it's you I'm running from. I'll be in New York. Send for me when you want more. I'll be in New York without you like before. Oh, oh, oh. I'll be in New York. Send for me when you want more. I'll be in New York without you like before. I'll be in New York. Send for me when you want more. I'll be in New York without you like before. Oh, 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 oh. There was a dream, I had it too. You could see it coming true. It would travel in the air. You could make it if you dared. But now the sun goes down over Dolly Parton Bridge, the one-time home of soul, takes our country's final breath. I guess it takes more than a man, more than a dream, for such a fight. Gray Graceland is a ghost town tonight. This ain't a trip with my son. There's no guitar shining in the sun. Those days are gone. May new ones come before it's all just a museum. 'Cause now the sun goes down over Dolly Parton Bridge, the one-time home of soul, takes our country's final breath. I guess it takes more than a song, more than a king, for such a fight. Graceland is a ghost town tonight. I guess it's been a long decline. God bless the souls that shook up mine. Graceland is a ghost town, and Graceland is a ghost town.